Check this out. Braden just brought this over to show me. You found this side on this side on what day? Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
And this one matched it up today. And you said you rough scored him what?
Like 204.
Is that unbroken or broken?
Unbroken. Well, unbroken.
If he was unbroken?
Yeah.
204 over to that thing is a giant. Turn left and right a little bit. Look at the forks. He forks so low on his fours that it makes that front end so big. Such a cool buck. Did you say you have another year off of him?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so cool. All right. How's everybody doing? So, I'm way in here. Was looking at Google Earth last night, looking for a good place to go. And this looked like a good place to come. It's kind of on the edge of some places I've had some good luck, but way farther in with no real road access, so I've been hiking for quite a ways. Just hoping to get in here. Finally, just starting to get into some good deer sign, and hoping to be able to get up on these tops and these flats and start getting into some antlers. It's one of those days where I'm just hoping to find a big set, but at least I'm finally on the board. I'm not going to get skunked. Hopefully this is the start of getting into an area with some antlers. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, dang it. I'm a lot of miles in here, and I know that when I go into a spot like this, I'm going to hike all day hoping I can find that one big buck. And I'm starting to kind of make my way back. I'm starting to wish I'd skipped leg day this week. But I finally got a big antler here, but I can tell just from what I've seen of it, the tips are chewed off, but it looks like a beast. It's like an old heavy buck. Anyway, let's see if I can't match him up, because it'll be a cool set, but unfortunately he's got some damage to him. Let me show him to you. Oh yeah, non-typical. Or at least he's got an extra in line. Dang it. Look at that. Dang it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'd have had at least 7 or 8 points. Just chewed to pieces. We don't run into that very often. We don't have a ton of problem with animals eating them up, but look at that. He's got junk. There. No eye guard. That's a cool buck. Oh, I wish he was in a little bit better shape. Guess let me see if I can't find another year off of that guy. Dang. Look at this. 1, 2, probably 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But just chewed to pieces. That one's a bummer. Let me see if I can't find the other side here. He'd be cool. Got another old one here. Oh, that's not the one I was talking about. There's a little oh, I see a bigger one. Better one right out there. All of a sudden I got antlers everywhere. See it right? Where'd it go? Oh, right there. Got 3 of them. I bet you there's more right here. Let's go look at that one. Let me set this old troll down. Another big 3. Maybe just a match to this other one back here. But I don't think so. Big old 3. Finally got into a little pocket here. Let's see what we can turn up. Man, there's an old one. Big one, but it's an old one. What is that, Zoe? Good girl. Good girl. Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here. That thing is a giant. Good girl. Look at that, honey. That is what a giant typical looks like. Holy crap, look at the base on that. That thing makes that fat dog look small. What is that, honey? Good girl. What is it? What is it? Oh man, I'd like to max that thing up. That thing is a tank. All right, let's see what we can do. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Look at that tank. That thing is so big. Oh, that's a 190, 195 class buck. Straight typical, but with just gnarly junk on the base. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good girl, Zoe. When you're carrying a big antler and looking for the other side, and you see an antler, your heart goes through your through your mouth, but that's not the other side. Unfortunately, there's been boot tracks down in there on that same rim. I haven't seen very many boot tracks today, but they were down in there, and I worry that somebody else has got him. But I'm going to keep poking and looking. There you go, Zoe. Now you spot it. Anyway, there's another one. Good girl, honey. What is that? No way. One ridge over, there's a side-by-side set. Pretty good one, too. Busted on that one. What is that, Zoe? My dogs are not doing me any favors today. Look at that. It's a hard white set, too. Dang, look at that. Look at that. Looking for the other side of this big one. There's a side-by-side set. I was about to give up because excited puppy. I was about to give up on that one. Look at how big that is. Compared to a good 4-point, that thing is a tank. I'm looking for the other side to that one, and there's been boot tracks in here. I just walked up on that one, and this set, 40 yards from where that one was, hard white set. Guess nobody picks them all up. Keep looking, I guess, for the other side. Well, I'm on my way back to the truck, hoping to turn up a little something more before I get there. So I came into here because this is the same spot that we came over Thanksgiving break. Brought the family in here. I think Denise found 3, Carrie found 1, and I found 1. But I thought we should have done better, so I wanted to come hit it a little bit further, go a little bit further in. And that's, you see what I've got today. It was a spot that needed to be hit a little bit more. Funny thing is, I'm realizing as I'm walking off this point here that this is the exact point I was on, a month or 2 back in a video where I just popped out for the evening, parked and walked in here with the 2 dogs, and right down here I watered them in the spring, and it was on the way out where I started getting into antlers. So that's why I kind of came into here, because I was hoping it was on the edge of it, but I came further over here than I thought I had. I'm gonna go try and hit some of this on the way out, where I was starting to pick up antlers, just see if I can't find a few more. Kind of crazy, that big single you'll see in the video, or maybe I'll put a picture there. That side-by-side hard white set's a good buck. It's probably a 170 class buck. But you lay that big single next to him and just dwarfs him. He's a big buck. I couldn't turn him up. But like I said, there was boot tracks in there. I don't know if it was boot tracks from my group that was in here last week or the week before, I don't know, a week or so ago. I suspect that it might have been. I should have videoed it because I came across a roo and a mound that had 3 monos on it. One big one and then 2 smaller ones, and one of the smaller ones was busted about 1/3 of it off, and there was ladies size boot tracks all around that. That was maybe 200 yards from where the side-by-side set was. Guess if any of you are watching this and you remember walking across a mound that looked like that, you might have missed a set. But this stuff's thick. I mean, you can walk 40 yards from stuff and not see it. Just got lucky. Took the right line. Found the stuff that was there. So I'm going to try and get around the head of this canyon, then go north, back up toward the road. And, I was going to add, part of the reason why I haven't been doing more video stuff is my camera is kind of crapping out. It's kind of getting blurry. I have a new phone that'll be here on Tuesday, so that'll fix that. Been waiting for the Galaxy S10. I loved my S6, loved my S7, I love this S8. The S9 really didn't have a whole lot that I had to have, so I'm waiting for the S10 before I upgrade. But this phone's just been a great phone, but it's starting to show some signs of age and wear. So I've got a new one, replacement for this one coming in February or March when the S10 comes out. I am gonna get the S10. So that's why I haven't actually done more videoing, and all you mainly get is small clips, because this I'm actually using the selfie side right here. First time I've tried that. Don't even know how it'll look or turn out, but I'm assuming it'll work. Anyway, if I find anything else between here and the truck, and I hope to, I will bring you right back. What's the matter, honey? She hasn't quite figured out the ledges yet. Come on. You ain't gonna get down there. You should have went where we went. Oh yeah, I also meant to introduce you to Honey. I think I already have a video coming out before this one where you see her starting to be trained to find sheds. This is only her second time out in the hills. The first time we found a nice 4-point. She just about knew what to do with it. This time she's more distracted with the other dogs. And you'll be seeing a lot of her, especially if she continues to do good. I think I'll do a video with her training and that stuff. Started her with a rolled up sock, just playing fetch a little bit in the house just to see if she had that instinct, and she did. And we started with we went to a tennis ball, then outside, then started her with a rubber antler with a string on it that she really likes to play. That's what her favorite thing to play fetch with is. Then I've spent a little bit of time with regular antlers. She hasn't quite completely made the connection between playing fetch and looking for antlers, but we haven't spent much time on that. That's about where she's at, is just getting her to make that transition. And these two right here, you know, Chunky, she's got poor eyesight and she's only half lab. She just doesn't seem to have any retrieval instinct. Zoe knows what she's supposed to do, but she chooses not to. Huh, Zoe? Every once in a while she surprises me and brings an antler, but she just doesn't do it consistent enough. So I got Honey. She's gonna be my dedicated shed hunting dog, and I hope she brings me lots of antlers. Honey, right? Good girl. Anyway, we're back at the truck. It was a fun little short day. I gotta go back to Patio. We're getting ready for the grand reopening of Patio, our restaurant, Monday. So we gotta go put together tables and chairs and booths. I can say that because by the time this video airs, it won't be a secret anymore. But the whole dining area will be revamped today and tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like the video and you haven't already, subscribe and you'll see more. You ready to go home, Honey? All right, come on, let's load up. All right, I just wanted to throw a tape real quick on this dude. It's always hard to get a feel for how big or small something is. This is a giant antler. Probably the second biggest typical I've ever picked up. So I'm gonna hurry up and throw a tape on him rough and see where he gets. I'm thinking probably somewhere mid-80s. Right in there, we'll see. Main beam. .22 and 2. I have this cool 8s calculator I just downloaded. I'm trying out for the first time. Pretty handy. Go with G1. Plus 3. That G2 though. What do you think this one is? 18 and 2. Twelve and 4. Nine and 4, 9 and 3. Mass. It's hard to get a good mass measurement with all that junk on there. None of that's long enough to be scoreable, but it's pretty dang cool. That one's getting close to be, but we won't worry about that. Got 6 even there. Four and 7. Four on the dot. 4 and 4. Oh, that's funny. What I say, mid 80s, 85. I got 85 to the 8th. Just a rough tape, but that's pretty good buck. So what I thought yesterday is 190 to 195. 85 and 85 is 170. And his beam was 22. It would be 190 to 195, 192. If I think his main beam was 22 and some eighths. So I put him right about 192, 193. That's pretty good typical.